What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Coach Magali, and on this channel I break down fitness and nutrition down to simple and basic concepts that are easy to follow without the BS, without the fluff, to finally help you get to the goals that you want. So if that's content you're interested in, you like the no BS approach, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Like the video to let me know that it's resonating with you and you want to see more. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into today's video, and that is how to figure out the best workout split for you and your specific goals. I know that this goes without saying, and I'm pretty sure I say this in every freaking video, but it's so important that you understand this. There is no best workout split that's going to work for every single person, for every single goal, for every single situation. We just don't have that kind of thing. Everybody is so unique, everybody is so different, has different goals, has different preferences. So the workout splits and anything else for that matter in health and fitness is going to depend on the person and the context that we're talking about. So keep that in mind as I review what I'm going to talk about in this video. It's all going to be relative to what actually works for you and what doesn't. Anybody or anything that states that there is one best way to do something is probably full of shit and is lying to you, because it isn't that simple. Unfortunately, if it were, everybody would be consistent with their routines, everybody would figure it out, everybody would be successful. And again, I know this is obvious stuff, but people still really believe that there is a magical secret formula that they're trying to search for. They spend so much time researching it and end up feeling overwhelmed and confused because they have this belief that they're going to find the perfect one, but it just doesn't happen that way. It doesn't exist. The next thing I want to say is I'm going to review 4 general workout splits that I use myself or I prescribe to my clients. You don't have to religiously stick to one, and that's something that I think people don't really understand, which it seems obvious, but you can pick and choose certain things from certain splits. You don't have to follow any of these to the T exactly how I explain them. I combine them a lot for my clients, again, depending on their specific situation. So that is something that you can do. If neither of them perfectly fit what you're trying to do, mix and match the ones that do. Come up with the perfect workout split blend. In order to maximize the effectiveness of your training sessions, you need to rest at least 48 hours in between each muscle group. So you want to have legs on Monday, for instance, and you don't repeat them again until Wednesday or Thursday. Tuesday would be either a different body part or a rest day. So keep that in mind when you're trying to decide what workout split to allow yourself that rest time to optimize muscle growth. You don't want to be doing things back to back. That's going to impede on recovery, that might lead to injury, and it's not an effective way. Another thing is all of these different training splits are going to have an emphasis on different things, but there isn't one that's going to result in more muscle growth versus the other. It really just depends, again, what specific areas you care about and how much time you have to dedicate to them, along with some other things that I'll talk about a little bit later. So I'm not going to be revealing to you the best workout split for muscle growth, because they all can be very effective. It just depends on how you execute them and how you do them. Another thing is I personally like to train muscle groups at least twice a week that I really want to improve and build, and once a week if it's something that I just want to maintain or don't really care that much about. But on that one day a week, I really push it and I challenge myself during those sessions. It's not like an easy, I'm just going to take a back seat. That day should be really, really hard, and then you repeat it again the next week. Depending on how intense you want to do it, how often you want to train the muscles, how much you care about them, that's going to determine how much you do it throughout the week, therefore the split that you choose. And then lastly, I want you to know and make it very clear that the workout split that you choose now and you focus on now may not be the workout split that works for you in a year or in 6 months or even a few weeks. Sometimes life changes, our availability changes, our goals change, we get hurt, we get injured, something happens that throws us off course. That's life, that's always going to happen. But know that you don't have to religiously follow the workout split that you choose now when that time comes. You can switch around, you can change things up. Now, I don't recommend switching it up for the sake of switching it up too often, but if things happen, if life kind of throws you off course, know that it's okay to alter your workout split and change it, and you're still going to be able to get results. You don't have to force yourself to follow one plan for the rest of your life. I've been through many workout splits in my journey, depending on my lifestyle at the time, what I cared about, what my goals were, things like that. So let's get into the workout splits. So the first workout split that I want to cover, the bodybuilding / bro split, is the one where we do one specific muscle group in one day and we spread it out throughout the week to hit all the different muscles. It does require typically more days because you are spreading things, so you need enough time during the week to get through all of the muscle groups if your goal is to build muscle overall. Each of these sessions are pretty intense. You spend a lot of time in the gym hitting that one body part, and then you come the next day and you do something different each day. Come back the following week and you repeat. This is a routine that would work for you if you have more days. Typically, I would say no less than 5 days a week. You want to build each part very specifically. You like intense long training sessions, or you just overall enjoy the concept of focusing on one thing at a time. This will be a great workout split for you. It does require more days, it does require more intensity and longer gym sessions. So if your schedule and your lifestyle doesn't allow for that, this might not be the split for you. But it's a good one, it works. It's the one that I did my first year of training and I did enjoy it, but at some point it didn't work for me anymore, and that's why I'm no longer doing that. It's a perfectly valid way to do it. The next workout split that I want to talk about is the push-pull legs routine. That can be done between 3 and 6 days a week. 3 days if you want to do each muscle group once, meaning each session is going to be very intense, very long, very draining, but then you rest 3 days. If you want to spread yourself out a little more and you have a little more time and you still want to have a little more focus throughout your sessions, then you can do push-pull legs 2 times. So you do push-pull legs 3 days, push-pull legs 3 days again. The good thing about this split is that it allows you to be flexible. You can switch things around. The muscle groups that you train are going to be different, so they perform different functions, which is why they can be done back to back. That's why you're technically resting when you do the session the next day because you're doing something completely opposite. So again, this workout split is going to work really well for you if you have more days, or if you want to shorten it and you want to make your sessions a little longer, all depending on what specific things you're looking for. The next workout split, which is honestly my personal favorite, is the upper and lower. Essentially, it's the same as push-pull legs, except you're combining push and pull into one session. So this is a 4 to 6 day a week split, 3 uppers and 3 lowers. You can do 2 uppers and 2 lowers, again, combine, mix and match. And I find that for me personally, this is one of the best splits to recover from, and it gives me more flexibility throughout the week. So if you're in the medium side of availability and you still want to have a more specific session, then the upper and lower split is probably a good place to start. I would say at least 4 days a week is the most effective way to approach the split. 6 days if you really want to push it, but 4 is plenty. You don't need to be doing 6 days if you don't have the time or don't want to be in the gym that many days a week. And lastly, we have the full body or whole body split. And that's basically what the name implies. We're training everything in one session. We're talking upper, lower, abs. You can make your full body sessions as short or as long as you want them to be. Typically, they are a little bit longer because you're doing more in a day. They require a lot more rest and recovery because you're hitting everything at once. So with full body, you definitely do not want to be doing them back to back, at least every other day. It typically gives you 3 workout sessions in a week. So if you're somebody who's super short on time, then this is a great split for you. You can definitely build a ton of muscle on full body. Naturally, a full body session is not going to focus on one body part as much as if you were to do any of the previous 3, which give you a little bit more time to focus on specific areas. Again, full body is great. It's very effective. It'll definitely build muscle and give you results. It's just for somebody who doesn't want to be that many days in the gym, doesn't have the desire to spend a ton of time on one specific body part. Then you're better off just doing full body, less days, less time, in and out. The 4 general workout splits, again, you can mix and match. A good example of how I do this with my clients is one day I do upper, one day I do lower, or a push and pull, and then I have like a full body session for their 3rd training session that week. All gonna depend on what your preferences are and what your schedule looks like. You can mix and match any of these. Bodybuilding bro split with the full body, pull with the full body, push pull with bro split. I mean, the possibilities and combinations are endless, but choose the one that appeals the most to you, aligns with your schedule, and takes into account the things that you care about and want to work on. Specific guidelines to follow that'll help you make a decision on the best workout split, and this is one of the most important questions. What are you willing and able to do consistently for the long term? What you can actually do consistently over the long term is going to matter a lot more than what the optimal routine is for you. And again, we just went over that doesn't exist. There is no best way to do it. But again, if you're not taking into account your schedule, your availability, your other life commitments, you're going to end up choosing a workout split that's incredibly hard for you to keep up with. Therefore, lack of consistency is going to be a thing, and then lack of results is going to follow that. Be ambitious with yourself, challenge yourself, but at the same time, understand where you're coming from, your preferences, understand what your lifestyle allows you to do right now. If it's a very busy season in other areas, maybe full body 3 days a week is going to be plenty for you right now. If you want to make fitness more of a priority and you want to push other things to the side and you're willing to commit to more days at the gym, the other workout splits might work for you. What you cannot do consistently is not good for you. It just isn't going to work. It's not worth your time, and you're better off choosing something that's a little more realistic that you're actually going to stick to long term. So that is number one, the most important thing. The next thing you want to think about is what do you want? What are your preferences? What are your goals? What are the things that you want to work on? If you want to really build your legs, I would recommend that you would train them at least twice a week. So maybe the bodybuilding bro split may not work for you because it only really does legs once, but you can do push-pull legs twice, or you can do upper lower, or even full body. Again, depending on how you want to structure that in your week. Taking into account what goals actually matter to you, that's going to help you create the better workout split because it's going to reflect the things that you actually care about. Another thing that you want to consider is rest and recovery. If you have a lot of other things in life going on, or a very strenuous, laborious job, or you're very active in other areas of your life, going to the gym 6 days a week may not be feasible, may not be realistic. So maybe 3 days a week with the full body schedule might work better for you. If you have a lot of leisure time and you don't have a lot going on except the gym and work, and you want to have something to do, then maybe committing to the 5 to 6 days a week training splits such as upper lower, push pull legs, or bodybuilding split may be a better option for you. So again, depending on how much rest and recovery you need, if you have a hard time recovering from your sessions, then choosing a workout split that's going to give you more time to recover and rest to avoid injuries, that's going to be the best approach. Be aware of that with yourself, how long you need to recover, how much soreness do you experience, and then choose a workout split that's going to allow you the time to rest and recover as much as you need to so that you show up to your next session fully energized, ready to push it, and challenge yourself. The last guideline I want to mention in this video is looking at your weaknesses and what are the things that are lagging. A lot of guys ignore legs, a lot of women ignore upper body, a lot of people ignore abs. Basically, what are the things that you're avoiding working on that you know you need to work on, that you haven't been working on, but you want to start prioritizing and working on so that you can finally get the results that you're after? That's a priority in your workout split. That's something that you need to keep in mind when choosing what schedule you want to choose. So if your lower body is lagging, make that a priority. Make sure you're having 2 or 3 sessions a week where you train your legs. If it's the opposite, if your upper body is weaker, then same thing, and moving those to the top of the priority list. Therefore, determining what the best workout split for you is going to be. So of course, there's many other things that you want to consider when you're doing a workout split, but I feel like these are the most important things. If you keep all of these things in mind, it's a great way to figure out where to start from. So how do you know if your training split is not working for you or it could be better? Firstly, you're not consistent. Lack of consistency is a big sign that you need to figure out a better way to do things, because again, if we're not consistent, we're not going to get any results. If you're finding that it's very difficult to accomplish your whole workout split every week, and you're either cutting days or you're having to rearrange things, that may be a good sign that maybe you should try a full body sessions or some other combination that's more realistic and feasible for you at this time. The next one is you're not enjoying it at all. Like every day you go to the gym, you're dreading it. You're thinking to yourself, oh my God, here we go. Like, this is annoying. Yes, working out is hard and you're always going to be unmotivated. That's part of it no matter what your workout split is, okay? But if you're never enjoying it, if there's never any pleasure from it, that may be a sign that what you're focusing on in your workout split may not be what you truly care about. So if you're following a body bro split, but you don't care about maxing out your chest, then maybe you should choose a different workout split. And it should be a little bit exciting, hard, annoying, dreadful, yes, but it should be a little bit exciting. Another thing is you're not recovering as well. You're always sore. That may be a sign that you're training a little too often and you're not giving your body enough rest. So maybe you need to train less days and rearrange your workout split a little bit. If you're recovering fine and you're able to be consistent and your workouts are somewhat enjoyable, then that's a good sign that you're on the right track. But if it's not, maybe you should look at it and rearrange things. Again, mixing and matching with any workout split combination that I discussed earlier. It's important that it's enjoyable and it's actually working towards the things that you care about. Otherwise, you're not going to be consistent. And again, consistency or lack thereof is why people don't achieve their goal and is why their workout split doesn't work. That might be a lot of information. You may be feeling a little overwhelmed. Take a deep breath. Take this video one step at a time. Take some notes if you need to. Rewatch this video. There will be timestamps reference it as much as you need to. This is a long-term process. It's going to take a little bit of time. You don't have to have it all figured out at the end of this video or by tomorrow. Choose one to start with, try it out, see how it works, give it a few weeks. If it doesn't work out, try something new. Don't be afraid to mix and match, and just be patient and be consistent. That's really all it comes down to. Training should be fun. It should be specific to what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. That's going to look different for everybody. So give yourself the gift of the patience and the time to figure that out for yourself. It's going to be worth it, I promise you. If you did enjoy this video and you found it helpful, please like the video. Please, it really does help my channel out. Share it with a friend who you know is also struggling with their workout split and they need a little bit of help and you think this video will help them. Do subscribe for more videos like this. Let me know any comments or thoughts below. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.